Oh boy. Hello YouTube, welcome to my first video. So today, we have 3 separate illustrations by Cicely Mary Barker. These are her flower fairies. And we also have 3 separate crystals for you to choose from. The way this tarot reading is going to go is this is you, this is what you should know, and this is some advice for you to get there, to make that choice or pursue that problem that we will be discussing today. Allow me to hope you get a closer look at these because they're really pretty. I love these cards. There we go. Lily of the Valley and Rainbow Moonstone. Oh, I don't think you can see that. Let me see. Can we get that? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's not meant to be. Oh, there you go. Some flash. That's what that little labradorite essence is called. It's a type of white labradorite. It has feminine energy. Oh. Here we go. The second one is the Christmas tree fairy. Very appropriate for the season. And this is a piece of Baltic amber. Looks a bit more yellow in person. Oh my goodness. Please, camera. Yeah. I love this crystal. Out of the 3, it's my favorite for energy. And this one, here we go. I love this card. This is the Rose Fairy. I love all her fairies, but oh my goodness. Look at how cute she is. And here we have a Carnelian heart with some lovely striations. It's not quite an agate, which is what these carnelians are called when they have strong bending, but it's pretty. Okay, so if you've been called to this video, just choose whichever card or placement feels more attractive to you. Oh boy, forgive some weird words. Okay. Have you made your choice? Let's go. So we'll begin with the Lily of the Valley and the Rainbow Moonstone. Ooh, these are mini tarots, so the sun. So you are somebody radiant like the sun, or, as first brought to my attention, this little, it looks like a son or a child, a little boy who's like radiant and super happy. What a beautiful card. So you are either somebody who inspires others, somebody radiant, full of joy, or somebody who brings joy and inspiration to others, maybe a public figure, or you might also be a Leo, which is the zodiac sign of the sun. You might be also somebody who's very attached to a child. We see this image, well, all of them are children, but this one reminds me of children. And this is a lunar crystal. It reminds me of like moon, motherhood, that kind of energy. Also, all 3 of these are related to innocence. The Lily of the Valley has to do with purity and innocence and the color white, like snow. That's kind of in season, isn't it? So our second card. This is gonna be, ooh, the spooky one. This card is death. So this is about death. This card isn't necessarily about actual death, especially with the Rainbow Moonstone. I'm pretty sure we are talking about transformation. Necessary transformation, transitions, letting go of old ties, severing old ties, and moving forward with intuition. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, especially with the white. Transformation, rebirth, feminine energy. And let's see the third card. What's our advice? Ooh, the dreamer. That reminds me of Rainbow Moonstone. This crystal is actually used for people who like lucid dreaming. So people use it to like travel in the astral, I believe. And I believe it's also used for protection, visibility, and yeah, vivid dreams. The dream card. This card is upright. It's someone who's a dreamer, but maybe too much of a dreamer. So it's also, what's it called? Discernment. Discerning illusion from truth. Seeing maybe multiple options ahead of you for paths your life could take, especially since it's a writer over here. It might be multiple options your life could take, and you're choosing from them, and you have to discern which ones are maybe just dreams that you've held on to because you feel unfulfilled in life, or because you would like to have bigger ambitions, or you're just a radiant big person. You might be a Leo. Did I mention that? Yeah, the sun is the sign of Leo. One more thing that's popping out to me is this over here. If you take a closer look, she looks like she's praying. I don't know if you got the same impression, but to me, it looks like she's praying, holding this staff, or this flower stalk of Lily of the Valley, but also she's pointing at them. Makes me think of someone praying, maybe getting intuitive guidance on which flowers to winnow, or like which option to choose. Especially with this crystal, which is a very complex crystal. This crystal is also used for intuition. So people use it when they're going through cycles in life where they're leaving a lot behind, maybe, or they really need to hone into their intuition and feel like safe, like they're going into a good direction or making the right choice. So yeah, that was super interesting. Moving forward onto the second set. Over here we have the Christmas tree fairy, which is what you chose. And over here we have the stars. Two pentacles. Two of Pentacles. This has to do with balance, adaptability, and juggling responsibilities. One more thing I've noticed. She doesn't look like she's struggling. She's very centered, balanced, looking down gracefully. She's content. She's doing fine balancing her responsibilities. Well, it's also a Christmas imagery, so we'll come back to that. Over here, we have Baltic Amber. This crystal has very warm energy. It has to do with the sun. But despite the sun normally being a very masculine force, this crystal has to do with the goddess. It's feminine. It has to do with fossilized life force. It's tree resin. Very, very ancient tree resin. It's supposed to be a crystal that warms and fuels the soul, body, and relaxes. And it brings cheer. It's supposed to foster a loving power, patience, and gratitude. Again, with possibly a choice in this set. It's supposed to bring longevity and youthfulness and increase extroversion and natural radiance. It's supposed to also purify pain, disease, and negativity of any kind. It's a crystal that's used for protection. If you've ever heard of young amber or copal, it's like the younger version of this crystal before it's crystallized. It's burned as an incense to purify the area in prayer and stuff. Okay. Let's see the cards. Christmassy set. Our first card. Ooh. Do you see her? She's justice. This is you. But it's on its side. So it could go either way. You might be a very just person. Someone who's someone who holds themselves or cares a lot about truth, fairness, justice, perhaps injustice. Or you might be someone who's struggling with the balance of yourself. Maybe balance in general. You might be a Libra. You could just be a Libra. You could be a judge. But you might be someone who's struggling with the polarity of, have I been fair? Where should I be fair? Where can I find balance within my life to embody the whole justice archetype? The second card is going to be Two of Wands. Again, two. Two of Wands, as you can see, it's a man standing at the threshold, and he's holding the world. He's about to go on an adventure. But where is he going? When this card is reversed, it's about the need for planning. The need for planning. I want to see what the third card is. Our third card is also upside down. We have, is it Nine of Wands? Let me check. I'm really bad at Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine of Wands. Oh yes. He is fencing himself in, isn't he? Yeah, this card is about somebody who's keeping people out. But this is advice. Let me see. So this card, it could be about overconfidence or impulsiveness. It could also be about somebody who's struggling at the threshold due to insecurity. It brings up the fear of moving forward, or also out of fear, sometimes you can jump into things too quickly. You can dive too deep too soon out of desperation just to get it over with. That's something this card might be about. You would know this is your life. The third card, Nine of Wands. This is also about fear. The fear of taking risk. A fearful mentality. It's a reminder, also related to the impulsiveness here, that situations can change, and it's about not taking drastic action. It's also about doing inner work, focusing on mental health, and related to this, balance, work-life balance, adaptability too, and juggling responsibilities. It's also about the possibility of changing fortunes, if you do that. So I'm thinking, you are someone who's struggling with a choice, a lot of fear here, even here. You are someone who's struggling with a choice, but the main thing holding you back is your emotions, your unprocessed feelings, your need to embrace change in a slow, sturdy, purposeful way. Something sustainable. I'm getting a lot of sustainability energy. So it's about slow, steady moving forward, but moving. Not staying still, not rushing into it, but moving. That's really deep for a Christmas card. I was expecting, like, what present should I give someone, that kind of energy, but I'm not getting that energy. You are having a time. We are moving forward into the beautiful Rose Fairy. She looks like a cherub. Look at her face. She's so tiny. She reminds me of those cherubs at the edge of a photo, romantic photo, and there would be like a couple over here. That's so cute. And then we have the heart. Carnelian. Carnelian is passion. Normally it could be masculine or feminine energy, but this specific color of deep red blood carnelian, it has to do with masculine energy. It's about a masculine vitality, passion. It's also about commitment, devotion to life, bravery, that kind of serious, grounded energy, but still passionate. Who you are, what we're talking about, and advice. Who are you? So you are the chariot, the warrior. So there's a meaning to this card, and there's a specific feeling I got the first time I saw it. I will cover both. First, the chariot is about someone who's very in control of their life. Somebody who's either very successful or somebody who just has that strong, proactive masculine energy. Like, you like to be in control, you're very successful, disciplined, self-knowing, maybe self-mastery more so. And we also have two pullers of the carriage, and sometimes they can go in opposite directions, so it could be somebody who has a choice to make. Here we go. Our second card. This is the Page of Pentacles. Passion. So when it's reversed, the Page of Pentacles has to do with an inspiration to pursue something new, but it could also be a lack of focus, distractedness, or a feeling of stuckness and overwork, a temptation to gamble or pursue something new or somebody new. It could be that your relationship just ended or is coming to a crumble, and you feel like maybe it's time to move on. Heavy energy again. Well, we do have the deep red carnelian. It's not like a new love light pink carnelian, but it's light pink flowers. Okay, then we have on its side the Queen of Wands. This is a will you, won't you kind of energy I'm getting. So the advice of this card is to build up your confidence first, look at your needs, what your heart is telling you, and look at what might be coming from your insecurities or what is coming from maybe a suppressed genuine need or truth that's coming out. It also points to there might be vulnerability issues, or perhaps an issue with holding on to the situation you're in because it's familiar. That's what I'm getting with the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles. When I pulled these cards, I actually got the feeling we might need some clarity on this one specifically. I mean, this one had the Two of Pentacles out of nowhere, but here too, we have clarity, Ace of Wands. This one also has to do with like new passion, spark of inspiration, but it also has to do with yes. So whatever you're interpreting this as, it might be a yes. Definitely go with your own discernment, but there you go. there you have it. Sometimes it is like you're not meant to be, or you might have found like a spark of true love. I don't know. It's your life. Alright? That's it for the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day. Oh my gosh. That came together so well, I actually forgot the second meaning. So, for this card, the first time I saw it, I actually got passive energy. This is like a super, super proactive card. It's somebody who's disciplined, somebody who's proactive in life, who takes control. But I got the feeling that maybe right now you are not being proactive. You're waiting for something to come. So, that seems important. So yeah, that's the end of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye, lovely people.